Borough versus Berkey isn't really about which name sounds more familiar, which stainless steel tank looks better on the counter, or who wins the gravity filter popularity contest. The better question is which brand ecosystem fits your actual drinking water problem, your household size, your patience for filter maintenance, and how much complexity you want sitting between you and a filtered glass of water. Borough and Berkey both live in the gravity filter world, but they ask you to shop very differently. Borough keeps the path tighter. 2 main systems, 1 main foundation filter path, and a separate proactive fluoride add-on. Berkey gives you a wider system ladder, more size choices, more filter element paths, and more room to scale up for larger households or heavier use. And if you want to compare the models from both brands for yourself, I've put links to the best price I've found for each system in the description and pinned comment. Borough is the cleaner, simpler ecosystem. Its main countertop lineup centers on the 3-gallon Borough Legacy and the 1.8-gallon Legacy Compact. The Legacy is the family-size direction, while the Compact keeps the same core filtration idea in a smaller footprint for smaller households or tighter counter space. Both use Borough foundation filters as the main treatment element, and the proactive fluoride filter is the add-on path when fluoride is part of your concern, as it is for many people. That makes Borough easy to understand. You're not choosing between 5 stainless tank sizes and multiple primary element families. You're mostly choosing the tank size, whether 2 filters are enough, whether the Legacy should be upgraded to 4 foundation filters, and whether fluoride needs its own add-on. For a lot of people, that's refreshingly sane. Berkey is broader. The Berkey lineup runs from the portable travel Berkey at 1.5 gallons through the 2.25-gallon Big Berkey, the 3.25-gallon Royal Berkey, the 4.5-gallon Imperial Berkey, and finally, the 6-gallon Crown Berkey. That matters because household demand changes the experience. A single person in an apartment doesn't need the same refill rhythm as a family, a home office, or a group that drinks a lot of water every day. Berkey also gives you a more layered filter ecosystem. Black Berkey elements, Phoenix elements, and PF2 fluoride and arsenic filters. That extra choice can be useful, but it also means you need to know exactly which element path you're using. Borough feels more direct. Berkey feels more expandable. A Borough versus Berkey water filter matchup gets much clearer when you start with 3 questions. First, how much filtered water do you need sitting ready in the lower chamber? Second, are your main concerns general drinking water contaminants like lead, PFAS, chlorine, chloramine, VOCs, pesticides, pharmaceuticals, and microplastics? Or are fluoride and arsenic high on the list? Third, do you want a tighter, less confusing ownership path? Or do you want a larger system range with more ways to configure around household demand? Once you answer those, the comparison gets much easier. So, which way are you leaning so far? Borough for the simpler gravity filter path, or Berkey for the bigger system range? Tell me your household size, daily filtered water demand, and what's making the choice difficult in the comments, and I'll help you think through the better brand direction for your water and setup. On system size, Berkey has the obvious range advantage. Borough gives you a 1.8-gallon compact and a 3-gallon Legacy. That covers smaller households, families, and above-average daily use when the Legacy is set up with 4 foundation filters. With 2 foundation filters, the Legacy fits up to 4 users if you fill it once a day. And with 4 filters, it can support up to 8 users or higher daily use when you're filling more often. The 4-filter setup also doubles the filtration speed from 2 gallons per hour to 4 gallons per hour. So the upgrade isn't just about filter life. It's also about how quickly the system recovers after you refill the upper chamber. That's where Berkey versus Borough water filter comparisons can get too focused on the stainless tank, because stored capacity, filter count, and refill rhythm are doing a lot of the real work. By the way, if you like the sound of Borough gravity filters and want a nice discount on your purchase, you can use discount code WATERCLARITY to get 10% off. Link is in the description. In terms of the lineup, Berkey stretches farther. The Big Berkey serves the common small household lane at 2.25 gallons. The Royal moves into a 3.25-gallon family setup. The Imperial gives you 4.5 gallons and room for up to 6 upper chamber elements. And the Crown reaches 6 gallons with room for up to 8 upper chamber elements. That's where Berkey makes more sense if you're serving a larger household, an office, a shared space, or a group where people keep coming back to the spigot like it's a tiny water fountain with responsibilities. Borough can scale within the legacy system, but Berkey gives you more actual tank sizes. If you want a simpler two-system choice, Borough is cleaner. If your main issue is matching a very specific household size or high filtered water demand, Berkey gives you more room to size up. On the main filter path, Borough is easier to follow. The foundation filters are the standard filter path inside Borough systems. They use a specialized activated carbon blend, and Borough's verified contaminant work centers around drinking water concerns like lead, mercury, cadmium, chromium, chlorine, chloramine, PFOA, PFOS, VOCs, pharmaceuticals, pesticides, herbicides, disinfection byproducts, and microplastics. The foundation filters are WQA certified to NSF and ANSI 42, NSF, ANSI, and CAN 401, and NSF, ANSI, and CAN 372. In practical terms, that gives you a more straightforward confidence case for particulate reduction, microplastics, and lead-free material compliance, while the broader testing also covers specific contaminants like lead, mercury, PFAS, chlorine, chloramine, VOCs, pharmaceuticals, and pesticides. The main takeaway is simple. Borough keeps the central filter choice narrow, and that makes the decision easier. Berkey gives you a more layered filter choice. Black Berkey elements are the classic primary element path, rated for up to 6,000 gallons per pair, with reductions for contaminants such as PFAS, mercury, lead, arsenic, chlorine, chloramine, VOCs, pesticides, pharmaceuticals, and radiological contaminants. Phoenix elements give Berkey another primary element path. They fit Berkey stainless gravity systems, install in the upper chamber, work with PF2 fluoride accessories, carry NSF and ANSI 42 and NSF, ANSI CAN 372 certification, and are rated for up to 5,500 gallons per pair. If you're asking, are Borough filters as good as Berkey? The cleaner answer is that Borough is easier to verify on its main foundation path, while Berkey gives you more element paths and more system range. That means Berkey gives you more filter path flexibility, but you have to pay closer attention to which element you're using. A Berkey system with Black Berkey elements and a Berkey system with Phoenix elements are not the same ownership path, even if the stainless tank looks familiar. Fluoride and arsenic are where the add-on comparison becomes important. Borough uses the proactive fluoride filter as a separate add-on that attaches beneath the upper chamber primary filter and sits in the lower chamber. It's rated up to 1,000 gallons per pair and uses a dual-layer carbon-based design in a stainless steel shell. It's also compatible with Borough foundation filters and Black Berkey replacement elements, which is useful if you already own one of these gravity systems and you're trying to build a more targeted fluoride setup without replacing the whole tank. Berkey uses PF2 filters for fluoride and arsenic reduction. These also work as secondary filters in the lower chamber, attaching to Black Berkey or Phoenix elements. They target fluoride and arsenic, use activated aluminum media, and are rated for 1,000 gallons per set or up to 12 months. Under standard conditions, the fluoride reduction is above 95%, and under optimum conditions, it reaches above 99.75%. The PF2 path is more established inside the Berkey ecosystem, and it also addresses arsenic, which gives Berkey a stronger direction if fluoride and arsenic are both on your shortlist. Borough's proactive add-on is the cleaner fluoride path if you want to stay in the Borough system, but Berkey's PF2 is the more relevant add-on if arsenic is part of the decision too. Maintenance is another real divider. Borough includes an automatic filter primer with its systems, and that matters because priming is one of the less glamorous parts of gravity filter ownership. The foundation filters should be scrubbed and reprimed every 3 to 6 months, or when flow slows down, and the chambers and spigot should be cleaned monthly. With the automatic primer, the Borough routine is less hand pump and hope. You still have to clean and maintain the system, but the priming process is more controlled and less fiddly. Berkey maintenance depends on the element path. Black Berkey elements are recleanable and rated for up to 6,000 gallons per pair. When flow slows, you can brush the elements with a Scotch-Brite style pad under running water and reinstall them. Phoenix elements include a Prime Easy style priming tool and are rated for up to 5,500 gallons per pair. PF2 filters add their own replacement schedule, and they can slow the flow because water has to pass through that secondary media after the primary element. So Berkey can be very long-lived, especially with the Black Berkey path. but the ownership routine has more moving pieces. Primary elements, optional PF2 filters, priming, cleaning, and matching the number of PF2 filters to the number of upper chamber elements. If you're still stuck, include the models you're considering, your water source, and whether your bigger concern is tank size, fluoride or arsenic add-ons, or maintenance. Include what you're unsure about, and I'll help you figure out the cleaner fit for your home in the comments. Here's how I'd think about it. Choose Borough if you want the simpler direction. A polished stainless gravity system, a tighter model choice, a straightforward foundation filter path, WQA certification on the main filter, and an easier priming routine. The Borough Legacy makes the most sense for families and everyday kitchen use, especially if you want the option to run 4 foundation filters for better flow and longer filter life. The compact makes sense if counter space is tight or your household is smaller. Borough is also the cleaner choice if you're tired of comparing element families and just want the decision to stop multiplying. Choose Berkey if capacity and configurability matter more. The Big Berkey is the classic small household size, the Royal steps up for medium families, and the Imperial or Crown makes more sense when filtered water demand gets heavy. Berkey also makes more sense if you want the Black Berkey Phoenix and PF2 ecosystem, especially when fluoride and arsenic reduction need their own add-on path. Just understand that Berkey asks you to manage more choices. Whether you choose Berkey or Borough, the right setup still depends on your water source, daily demand, contaminant concerns, and how much filter path complexity you want to live with. So, if your situation is simple countertop drinking water filtration, Borough is the cleaner direction. If your situation is larger, heavier use, or more configuration-driven, Berkey makes more sense. And when you're ready to take a closer look, you'll find links to the best price I've found for the main systems from both brands below and in the pinned comment.